What's going on, guys? Bankrupt Games here, more Atomic Heart and the Trapped in Limbo DLC. Last episode when we left off, we sort of made our way to the end of the sort of speedway thing here on the sliding surfaces. I assume there's going to be more later on in the DLC, but you can see we've reached 100% completion on the first one and we landed on this big island here. And there is actually a sort of teleporter of sorts that I accidentally stepped through at the end of the last episode, but I did cut it out because I wanted to leave the next area for this episode. But before we do that, we've got like another sort of arena type section like we had last episode. So we'll do that before moving over to the next area and hopefully be able to get some more apples. Before we do that, we'll just open up this chest. So we also discovered the assault rifle does replenish our health. So I think we'll go for an upgrade with that, and that way it'll be more usable against enemies as well as having that health regen. But yeah, last area we entered like this, it was like a little arena combat section. It looks like we've got a sort of a shooting range. That's pretty cool. Seems like a potentially good way of farming up some apples here, especially if you do a lot bit better than I did. And it seems like the assault rifle upgrades probably came in handy with increased fire rate and larger magazine there. I won't waste too much time on that because we did pick up a lot of apples on sort of the slide sections, so I assume we've got a lot more to pick up. Looks like we've got another Limbo Nora here. I don't think really there's anything there for us. Yeah, we'll go into this teleporter, see what happens the other side.
Alpha, you did it!
Damn it! Crispy critters. Two things. I remember everything, and I'm not your love.
Crispy crit... What?
Let's admit that we're both monsters created in Facility 3826 Labs. We need each other, but there's been no us for 3 years. So I'm sorry, honey.
Why... Shouldn't you stay here a bit longer to help you remember everything?
Just facts.
I see. But we're going up. To get out of Limbo, right? Right?
Bit cold. See if that changes throughout the DLC. It looks like we've got like some sort of central hub here with a like level select, and looks like the events or levels we've done are in green. It tells us the apples and gold coins we got in each stage. So obviously that's a slide stage. Let's see what this stage is.
Where are we? It could drive you limb bonkers.
Just get out of here and find me in the rings, okay?
That's the plan. Sorry. I'm no longer used to all this mushy tenderness.
Yeah? Well, then here's the deal. Get yourself together and beat it to the exit. Got it?
Huh. There you go.
Okay, limb bonkers is funny.
So it looks like it's more of a platforming section. I don't think we take full damage. So that'll probably come in handy. So far, I've been pleasantly surprised by the DLC. I like the fact that it is sort of leaning into the wacky side of things.
They're taking our bodies to the research block at Dr. Sechenov's office. Seems like something went wrong there.
I think the soundtrack's been really good for it as well.
Sechenov's body isn't there. I shot him. I didn't mean to. I swear. But
Technically, you shot, but it was actually Cheriton Radionovich.
holy shit. Charles.
Yes, more accurately. You probably haven't seen it, but Charles has seized control of the array, the Jellyman. Though killing Dr. Sechenov personally was a fatal mistake.
That scumbag killed him?
Technically, yes, but we already know that everything the array touches becomes part of it. Or did I not tell you that yet? Huh?
Katya. Hey!
Seems like something's going on with Katya here.
Dr. Sechenov calculated this too. I don't think he was pleased to part with his life, but having found himself part of the array, he became its sole owner. The same can't be said for Professor Zakharov. Charles, you said? Yes, Charles is more accurate. We don't know how many personalities were in this first prototype of the array, or how influential Cheriton Radionovich is among them.
That's quite a good point actually, because if the array absorbs everything it touches, you don't know who's actually in control, because there's nothing actually saying that Charles is fully in control. Or is it Sechenov that's mainly in control now? I'm guessing we'll find out. With the fact that they're hinting at a lot of this stuff, I'm guessing we'll find out either in this DLC or in one of the later DLCs.
This relates to Petrov too, by the way. Along with Dr. Filatova, either they were both mistaken or they didn't want to know the truth and stubbornly stuck to their guns. I was there. Sechenov said what he said, not what Victor thought he said. The truth didn't really suit Victor. He didn't know it, but he was framed too. Stockhausen was secretly in love with Dr. Filatova. Well, to the extent that such a man could truly feel love. The roboticist might have come to his senses, but Mikhail, as we know, sent the poor bastard to the Vavilov complex. He would have been better off dead.
That's basically just recounting what happened in the main story.
Well, we know nothing can be lost at Facility 3826. I mean, the hut, right? Right. Anyway, Limbo matter can't stabilize under Earth's conditions. The fabric is particulate, like an invisible gas. Or that's how I imagine it. It stretches, and then it contracts. That's why we need all these space flights and missions beyond the planet. Sechenov needs a different kind of physics. He doesn't believe in the old one. Resorts on Venus and greenhouses on Mars are left in the books of his beloved Jules Verne.
So it seems like there's an ulterior motive of trying to harness matter from Limbo. In the space missions we saw them talking about in the main game. So yeah, they're not just there to explore the stars. There's definitely some personal gain. I feel like that's the case with a lot of the characters in the game, really. feel like I'm going to fall down quite a lot throughout this section.
Ha! I never thought of that! Get over here! Victory!
So I assume this is just going to be a space to get some more loot. And that arrow's pointing in the direction to where we actually need to go to progress. Nice gold coin at the top there.
Since we're climbing to the top, your memory will start coming back even faster. You may even find whole pieces of it.
Huh. How would I find them?
Look for shells. It's just like chirpers. You put them to your ear and the ocean sings to you. I don't know. It's your perception, not mine. For me, it was birds that brought me letters with notes from the past. There was a lot in them. School, the ballet, our wedding. I didn't lose those memories, but it was nice to hear them again.
There. That looks like the first piece of my memory.
Looks like it. Curious.
Let's listen. Damn unicorn. Almost squashed my wife. Bastard. You... Hey, what's wrong? Why are you standing there like a statue? It can't see you. You're under its foot.
I don't know. I lost myself for a second there. What happened? Shit!
Head to the shelter, now! Bastards, open fire! Squad, avoid its line of sight! Lesnar, what's his status?
He's unconscious! Hang on, my love, just hang on!
Lesnar, get back! Drag him to the other side! The robot is looking for you! Send in the caragers, now!
Seems like we had a bit of a tough time back then. But thankfully, Lesnar was there to look after us, I guess. May as well get another chest here as well. Hasn't changed the power attack at all. Has increased the swing speed of the normal attacks.
Collective hasn't been launched yet. The soldiers are trying to figure out what happened, but of course they haven't found Sechenov's body. I'm sure everything will be fine soon. Dr. Sechenov won't let this Charles win. Not in his own array, and certainly not in Limbo.
Now, it'll be interesting what happens after the DLC. And apparently time, with the way time works, you know, potentially not much would have happened. But you never know where they'll take these things.
If the Jellyman swallowed Dr. Sechenov's body, then Sechenov should also be around here.
Not exactly, but it'll be easier for Dr. Sechenov to get here. He looked into Limbo through the waves of my beacons, but he doesn't need a medium now, and he'll focus on us soon, once he deals with Charles.
Yeah, but Willie, I remember now. He was talking to me in Limbo, something like, "You're a warrior of science, take up your sword of knowledge and strike at the very heart of the capitalist bureaucracy." Some nonsense.
Nonsense? Hardly. Of course, warrior of science is pushing it with your crispy crittering, but things happen for a reason with Sechenov.
I'll try to swear less.
That would be great, Nechayev. Don't you worry. As a scientist, Sechenov did everything he could for you. But as a person, he didn't notice your mental shift at all. He was surprised by your new behavior patterns. But what could he do? You were alive and well, even though you were forced to forget me. You know, neuroscientists have struggled with this riddle for many years, and the balance between the mind and animal instincts has still not been determined. But we have Limbo, a colorful guide to Sergei Nechayev's mind palace. However, we should count on autopilot. Oh yeah! Technically, you had an incident like the Phineas Gage case. It was 1848 in Vermont. An iron rod was driven through his head. Phineas Gage survived, but his personality changed. He started swearing and gambling. Just kidding. But before the incident, he was known as a decent and reliable person. And after, he became impulsive and uncontrollable, foul-mouthed and disrespectful. Remind you of anyone?
So that might help explain why we were a bit cold to Blesner. Is because of the personality change, because of our accident, and the mental change that was mentioned in this first message here.
And I hope this autopilot takes us to another interesting thing. Warrior of science. Is that what the doctor said? You see, I'm more of a camera than an analyzer to him. I learned how to identify the basics here, but I can't decipher this world. Besides, it feels like I'm being restricted. That's why we need beta connectors. But a warrior of science, and at the heart of the capitalist bureaucracy. Nothing is literal in Limbo, but what did Sechenov mean? Where and when did he see you like this?
So it's quite interesting that we're having voice logs in the computer about conversations people just had. That's a little bit trippy. But I'm guessing the android, one of the twins, being sort of trapped in the rings at the start of the DLC and at the end of the game, is like literally, she said that she felt like she was being restricted by something. So it's like a very literal getting trapped by the rings. So does that mean that someone has the rings on the outside maybe? And using them to restrict our movements here? Nice to have a bit of more traditional combat.
How do you like that, gearhead? Snap.
Those whales in the background are a bit freaky. I want to see if we can get to some of these other islands. Maybe in the next sort of slide section. I'm guessing this is another teleporter. That looks like the path to continue. Just have a quick look over here, see if there's anything else here other than another Nora vendor. Must have been quite fun designing somewhere like this. Because the game already has quite a unique visual style and unique art direction. So to really go all in on the wacky side of things must have been quite fun for the art team. I don't know if there's anything else over here other than that chocolate coin, or gold coin rather. Don't like the look of that up there though. I'm not super worried about getting all the apples, as long as you get enough to purchase a few more chests along the way. This is like Takeshi's castle. I want to know what that cat thing is as well. We keep seeing.
His cat is clearly following us.
Okay. Get this gold sign here.
Actually, it's more likely that Cheriton Radionovich's mind has been held hostage all these years by this creature. And there's the question of who exactly Sechenov was communicating with.
Similar feces. That's not what I asked.
What?
Isn't it all the same shit, Katya? Charles, Sechenov, all they do is manipulate people.
Did you not hear me, or did I not tell you yet? No, Sechenov saved us. How you and I are alive, it's just a new frontier of science. I don't consider myself a monster. You either. But the part of the brain the neuropolymer replaces should already be filled with something.
Easy. All right, agreed. I don't know or remember much. Let's talk when we're out of here, okay?
Didn't realise we picked up shop. I don't know if we just picked it up here, but it seems like we've got more health from that chest. It's actually reminding me a little bit of the Max Payne 2. You have to walk along the little red lines, sort of the nightmare world. That's a game I need to replay. I haven't played that in a long time. At least there's the save spot point there. I assume this is where we're supposed to be going. A bit difficult to tell in this place. Another Nora here. See about buying some weapon skins, maybe. I actually quite like the assault rifle skin. So considering we've just hit a saves point, I'm actually going to wrap this episode up here. I was hoping to complete this little route this episode, but we'll have to save it for next episode, I guess, and then hopefully we'll be able to finish this route and do another stage next episode as well. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Quite a nice relaxed episode this one, I feel, after the sort of panic of going down the slides. Yeah, a little bit of combat, another good bit of music. But yeah, nice to sort of take it all in and just do a little bit of climbing. But hopefully we get a bit more combat towards the end of the DLC as well. But thanks again for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you have enjoyed the episode, please like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on the rest of the DLC. So I'm definitely interested to see where they take it. It seems like pretty much anything could happen, and it looks like we've got that to look forward to in a second as well. So you can enjoy watching me suffer through that. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode when we take that on.